Hello. Alright, battery's changed. I'm gonna go back in a little bit and, like I said, and grab my light and whatever. And all that. So yeah, with that fucking keychain thing, or that thing I was working on yesterday, I'm just gonna use that as a keychain, whether it's for the camper keys, just have a longer one, or use it, or I might hang it on. That's what I may do, is just put it on the on with my house key, because then if I set it down somewhere, I can just look for that, and all of a sudden, boom, there they are. I don't want to go home tomorrow. But we got to. Dad already had 4 days off, so, because he took Thursday off to try to get ready for this weekend. Kind of love to have this site, but it's on off angle or off kilter and on an angle, and yeah, I could climb this, but it's a lot more fun going down. I don't expect that blue battery to last long, so if I don't use the blue one that's in my right flannel pocket, I'm gonna move that battery back one, that's in my case yet, and then put the two that I need to charge on charge. Which is the one Enduro battery, and yeah, one Enduro battery, and the blue battery I just took out. This branch looked like something else. I know, I was just here. Yeah, pretty quick I'm gonna go back and grab the light and case, do a switcheroo, take the camera off the chest mount to slide it in the case. Because I jumped on the PlayStation for a little while, for about an hour, then I jumped out and biked. I gotta straighten that mount so bad. I could do it, but I'm not gonna fucking worry about it too much. It's not bugging me. The camera still sees so much straight, so... Oh, you went straight through it. Like an idiot. I thought about doing a hood tour episode, but... No, a Bayshore hood tour episode, but I don't want to be starting another season when I already started season 3 of fucking hood tours. So, when I'm only gonna get 5 or 6 episodes a fucking season out on here, or out, You know, except for the week, I may get like 3, you know, so bump it up to 8 or 9. Yeah, at least he's riding something decent. I should not be touching a bike and drinking. Because I made that a lot more sketchy than what it should have been. The funny thing is, I didn't even do that on Dad's bike. I won't, because I thought about saying fuck it and paying for his tune-up, so. That kid would have asked if he could ride my bike, I'd be like hesitant on it, but like, okay, as long as you stay in this circle and don't lay it down, because that's my job, I'd be okay with it. He's like, how long have you been riding fat tire? I tell him today is 4 years. You know, his mom and dad thankfully aren't preaching on me about not wearing a helmet. I tell them, dude, worry about your fucking kid before they worry about me. You know, I tell them worry about their kid before they worry about me. I've been through more fucking mountain bike crashes than your kid has been around, so I know what I'm doing. You know, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk down on his kid, but I have more, you know, like control. Not, you know, like my dad's been riding bike longer than I have. My uncle's been riding bike longer than me. But, you know, I got more control than some people. It's just my judgment's what gets me. It's my judgment that gets me. You know, like when I was doing that hood tour episode and I laid this bike down. It's bad, you know, because of bad judgment. You know, it's even like I went riding with Mel and Jimmer. We were up behind on the Superior Loop. You know, there's all the trails up behind Chris McAuliffe Park. And we're riding, going towards the park, and we're on the trail that would have led us up, you know, up to the main area of the park, you know, up towards the parking lot and whatever. And Mel had stopped, so it was Jimmer, then Mel, and then me. You know, now that made a big mistake, because Mel, which, you know, they didn't know. Mel and Jimmer didn't know. You know, that the people were going to be there. But the reason why I say it was a mistake to have me last was because me and Jimmer had the disc brakes. And I was riding a bike that had hydraulic brakes, you know, the Iron Horse. And Mel stopped, and I seen her stopped, and I looked up and I seen why, you know, because there's a crowd of people there, you know, that were standing in the wrong fucking spot. They should have went in the middle of the fucking turn so that we can go around them and not harm them. All right, so what I'm saying is, okay, find a decent turn here. Okay, so stop in the middle here. It's unsafe, I know, but all right, so let's see. That curve we're looking at was the inside curve of that one curve on that trail down in Barrett's in the Superior Loop. And the road is the actual curve. You know, that turn. That berm, whatever you want to call it, because there's a switchback. And they were in the middle of the berm, or the trail. I was thinking, what in the fuck are these people doing? See, you know, you see two bikers here. One's stopped, one's hauling ass. They had to slam on his fucking brakes. You know, granted, they didn't know I had hydraulic disc brakes, you know.